Good morning, it's the 23rd of June. Welcome if you're new. Welcome if you're not. Welcome. So, somebody said in the comments, I did this reading on my channel before it got taken down. I did this quite a lot. This question, are the people coming over on the boats, there was a rumour going around that they were UN soldiers because a lot of them were just men, that they were coming to cause backup. Well, I was going to say something else then, I thought better not. So they were coming for backup or coming to sort things out or be a united front in the end, like one or the other, coming to cause something or the opposite, kind of helping when it all sort of erupts, okay? And then they said, will they go back after, Nesara Gesara is done? And if you don't know what that is, look it up. But to be honest, if you look it up, Google will just tell you it's nonsense. It's not. It is not according to my cards. I've had it so many times. There you go, got a card. What have I got? You like, that would be your greatest wish is coming. Okay, so basically this is like the research, and they're detached from the research, and they're detached from the truth. They're holding back the truth. Check it again for you. Celebration. So there you go. Anyway, that was Nesara Gesara. I have done another big video on it. You can look it up. As to timescales, unfortunately, we never really get timescales. Yeah, that's just fallen out. So you won't get Nesara Gesara until they've gone or stepped down or whatever. Now, so the question is, these people coming over. Now, obviously, there's so many now coming over. I mean, the UK is just completely out of control. However, I can tell you for a fact, they won't all be, even if they are. But what is very interesting is there's been a lot of instances where people have said, where are the women and where are the children? Now, a lot of them were put into hotels. There was a lot of secrecy going on around all of this. I think I looked into it. I didn't really feel anything. I can't really remember. I felt like it was for the good, if they were. But I remember feeling like some of them were something to do with the youth hostel in London, because they had shut that down for sort of, they said renovations, but there was a story that didn't kind of add up to me because it had just been renovated the year before. I just seen a sun, actually. I was just ignoring it because I was talking. That's very positive. And I just wonder if... Oh, another car's just fallen on the floor. Hold on. I've got the sun. I've got the Knight of Wands. Oh, he's a soldier and he's ready to take action. Look at that. And that fell on the floor. There you go. He's a soldier ready to take action. And I have a feeling some of them were there because the story just didn't make sense. However, nothing happened at that point. So when I ask this question, bear in mind they won't all be. Okay. So are any of the people coming over UN soldiers to help when this all erupts? Calm, order. Could they be here for the wrong purposes? Could it have been turned around? And anyway, will they return when Nesara is done? And that question was said well, because obviously you've got to be careful what you say. So if you say it's for Nesara Gesara, it sort of changes the question a bit, which is very helpful when you're reading anything like that. Now, yes, there were people that have physically come here to help with a new beginning. This is assistance. Okay, and this could be a lot of people, but it could be to help with the public, like order. So I'll pull a few cards. Same question. Right, that's a very long question. So, you know, I'll see what I get. These fell out. Yeah, they're definitely Judgment Day. They're definitely here for the end. As I said, it won't be all of them. Be a selection. So we are going to have Judgment Day. They have planned ahead. Yeah, look, they've come over on you. Oh my goodness! Look at that boat. Actually, we've got a modern day version of that. Oh my goodness, they've been ferried across. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness. They linked to the military. All the white hats, all sort of military, have brought them over in order to sort of join together. This could be sort of being ferried over also by the military. I wonder if it's to do with like that person looks like they got like a strap around them. Make of that what you will. Things breaking up, a situation breaking up. To break up could be to prevent hurt, pain, sorrow. I do feel like they're joining forces. Now it could be to that we're not seeing the bigger picture of why. Yeah, there's a battle for sure. There's a battle. There's like it could be to sort out law and order. It could be to prevent fights. Now it's interesting because there was obviously rumours going around about this, that they were brought over for the wrong reasons, and then perhaps it had been turned around for better reasons, which is very interesting because it could be to do with control, pain and control, and information that could be very upsetting. And then to manage that situation and the fallout of that situation. However, it's hard for me to say that, they would be here for the wrong reasons. And the reason I say that is because the line that I'm looking at for, the sort of past doesn't indicate untoward, is that the right word? Like, doesn't indicate, how am I going to say this? Sort of sneaky purposes. It doesn't really say that to me. That's not what I'm getting at all. I actually have wisdom now, like a loving parent. Release your worries. Well, there you go. But they are anticipating setbacks, fights, conflict, like resistance. It feels like resistance. And it's to manage the fallout or the resistance. But some news or sorrow that's coming. I feel like now they could be here to quell people's people's fears. They could be here because people's plans are going to be, changed. So maybe people's hopes and dreams aren't going to, not us, but like maybe people who, put it like this. With Nesara Gesara, people's plans may be overturned. And that may cause real confusion and upset. It literally could be to do with either the banks, could be to do with people who are told because of immigration. It could be many things, but I do think it really does feel like it's going to upset people. And I do think they're here to help. I'll do this card. Awareness. They know, they're well aware. Separation. Oh dear, I said that. Separation. I think people's plans are going to get overturned. Let me see what I get here. That's the best I've got, okay? Oh my goodness. Silence. 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 I think this is the EBS. Silence. Time stands still. And then it's like a recharge, rebirth. Silence, recharge. Is it when everything starts changing backwards in a way, you know, and to make everything better again? I've got to move. There you go. It is exactly what we thought. It is exactly what we thought. And it's positive. And I'm going to leave it there. So I don't need to ask any more about Nesara, etc. It's all interlinked. There you go. So when they said that, they were right. But what was interesting is in the beginning, they had said they had come here to cause, if you know what I mean, just, anyway, I'm not going to say it, better not, just in case. I'm sure you can fill in your own blank there. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye now.